Hey, what's going on YouTube? We are talking about week one college football. The Clemson-Georgia game on Saturday definitely has our attention. So right now it looks like, what are we at? Georgia is a minus 13 and a half point favorite. This game is in Georgia, and you know, people are leaning towards Georgia on this one. It looks like the money line, 90%. Um, is basically how Georgia performs against this. And then if you look at covering, basically Georgia's covering 60% of the time. So you go in here, you can look at the last few. So minus 13 and a half, you can see the games where they've done it. So Florida State last year in the bowl game, obviously like Florida State's entire team left. They won that game 63-3. It was an absolute just beating. Georgia Tech was kind of surprising last year, and Tennessee they covered, Ole Miss, Mizzou they didn't cover. So it's kind of a mix. Minus 13 and a half. It's a sizable spread against a team that's as quality as Clemson, and so Clemson. You think about Trevor Lawrence, you think about Deshaun Watson back in the day before he was a terrible human being. But you look at Clemson, they're more known for their defense now. They've always had a really solid defense, a really elite national championship caliber defense, obviously. But really everything runs through the D, and the offense is kind of still a work in progress with Cade Klubnik. So I expect this to be a defensive battle. If you're looking at the money line, that's not really what we're talking about here today. I'm probably gonna lean Clemson here. They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. They've got a lot of guys returning. Dabo obviously doesn't like to play in the transfer portal a whole lot, so you're going to see a lot of familiarity there. So we'll see what happens there. As far as the picks that we're going to focus on, let's get into it a little bit. So here's kind of the props that we have to choose from here, and I've picked out 4, I believe. And we'll go through those here. So Peyton Woodring, the Georgia kicker, right now over 8 points is what we're going to take. So again, all these picks are available on PrizePicks. Woodring has exceeded the 7.5 kicking points in 8 of his last 10 games. So you can see down here, let me hide this. You can see how he has been performing. So let me get rid of this here. Obviously, a very successful kicker, just like most every other program in that plays for Georgia. And I suspect that there's going to be a few field goals in this game, so he should be able to hit that number pretty easily. So I like that one. So that's Peyton Woodring over 8. I've got the slip ready to go. I'll show you that in a second as well once we're done here. Cade Klubnik over half interception. Again, this is going to be a defensive battle. Klubnik, the guy, he likes to throw picks. He doesn't throw a ton of them, but he's still a young quarterback. He's not elite by any means, and he's obviously exceeded the half interception in 6 of his last 7 games. So feel pretty good about that one being on the road against a dominant defense like we have here. And I'm saying it's at Georgia. Honestly, I'm not even sure if this game is neutral site. I'll check that in a second. Carson Beck is the next pick we like. So again, that's passing touchdowns over 1.5. Looking at his last 10, looking at 2023, he can have some pretty brutal games here. Like games that they're losing, again they don't lose a whole lot, but underperforming, let's say. He's not throwing a lot of touchdowns, but there's other examples where, 37-20 against Vandy's nothing to write home about, 27-20 against Auburn, 24-14 against SC, no touchdowns, 48-7 against Tennessee Martin, okay? So, he obviously has some pops here. Consistently, he's over that 1.5, and I think he'll get that against Clemson, and Outlier likes that as well here. That's the tool that I'm using, 58%. We like 54% or higher, 58%. we should feel really good about. And then Phil Maffa, he is the new running back for Clemson. I shouldn't say new, he was there last year. He entered the season splitting carries with Will Shipley. Really explosive athlete. He should have the full volume share. And so we should see more of this, I think, as we go into the start of the year, and to certainly take some of the emphasis off of Cade Klubnik, who, again, he's still a young quarterback, not elite. They're going to want to run the football, even though Georgia has a elite rushing defense. What I like about this is it's rushing plus receiving yards over 85.5. We should definitely expect that Clemson is going to get Maffa into the game early and often. So those are the picks there. Let's go over to PrizePicks here. I've already got it mapped out here on the side. So again, we're still getting Jalen Milroe free, basically. So I added that here. You got the Peyton Woodring at 8, over 8. You got Cade Klubnik at a half interception. And again, the green little demon here is, you're getting less of odds on here because PrizePicks is saying, like, this is a good bet to take. 1.5 for Carson Beck over, and then Phil Maffa over that 85.5. So there's they're basically doing the 2 ways to win right now. So at 15x, or if you get the perfect lineup, it's 11x, and you also, there's a promotion going on right now, 4 out of 5 correct. So again, I like $5 bets, especially with these lineups. So the things with these lineups, right, you're not going to hit them all. So we're going to go ahead and submit this. But you're doing $5 here, $5 there. The payouts it's not like they're $10. The max lineup amount when using this discounted, what did that say? Is Milroe throwing this off? Let's see what that says. All right, so what if I take Milroe off? Okay, that worked. I personally, I don't like doing more than 5. I like to have fun with it. I get to throw in a lot more bets that way. Keep cost in control. And again, I do this for fun, right? And so 25 is a little steep for me for one lineup, but if that's what you want to do, go for it. So the only thing I did there is I just moved Milroe off. So that is the lineup for today. And that's the pick for today. So a reminder, I've talked in the last few videos about 75% off with the promo code. I just went ahead and updated the cost of the memberships here. So I saw a few of you sign up for the free plan, which is great. You'll see this pick come through. Hopefully it already has. If not, drop a note in the comments because it should definitely be coming through. The weekly is going to be $5. Monthly is going to be $18. And the annual is going to be $190 if you sign up today. I'm going to run that to the start of the NFL season. No need for a promo code, so check it out. If you're starting here monthly at $18, like Outlier is a tool that I use quite a bit, especially for these free picks. That's $20 a month right there. I also use Player Prop Shop. They're running a promo right now, $199 if you sign up for the year. Okay, I've got a link below in the bio if you're interested in that. That's just a bunch of player props that they bring you every single day, all kinds of different sports. I use that a lot as well for some of my free picks, but then also some of my VIP picks. And then there's some other tools that I'm using, like Daily Grind Fantasy, that's looking more at AI and how to leverage it there. Those are more expensive. Those are going to be somewhere between $300 and $57 if you're also using the DFS optimizer per month, right? So when you look at these costs breakdown at $190 annually, I'm taking most of that cost up front, so you don't have to. You're getting the value of me using those tools, making the best plays, sending you all of those, and it's up to you from what you do from there. So check that out. At the very least, just sign up for the free plan, And the last thing I want you to do is just drop me a note, let me know how you're doing, and subscribe to the channel. But good luck out there, and we'll check out some of the new videos coming up for week 1 of college football.